So now that we've got all of this quilted, it's time to do our side, which is called the binding. So first we want to check all of our sides and see how our batting came out. Right here, there's a little extra, probably a little inch. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the corner off. Like so. And see, there's just a little bit overhang, but that's not gonna be a big issue right here. Let me just kind of snip off a fraction here. Like so. Okay. And for this one, like I said, nothing major. Checking my edges here. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is start at the top. And my flamingos are upside down, so I'm gonna make sure it's the top here. Very simple. We have the extra. We're gonna fold it over, starting in the middle. I'm gonna fold over here, fold up to there. About, like I said, probably maybe a quarter of an inch. Look which way my sewing machine's going, so I remember which way to turn my pins. And just kind of straighten it out. Come down here on the corner. Maybe fold that one up just a little bit more. Tuck it in. Pin that here. Then you can go back. String going on here. And just try to make it as even as possible down through there. Tuck it in a little more in places. The edges aren't going to be terribly fluffy, but that's okay. Pin it in here. Okay. Take it down to the other side. If you get real fancy, you can like measure it and use all kinds of little rulers and stuff. I mostly just eyeball it. I'm not fancy with the measuring thing too much. Eyeball it, make sure it looks about the same as the rest. Pin it all down. Okay, so here we have the top lines, 1/2 an inch, 3/4 of an inch across. So then we're just going to go around the whole quilt doing that. And then we're going to fold it in the middle, probably up a little bit because there's quite a bit there. We're going to try to make this as even as we can. We're just tucking the fabric under. And going up along the sides here. We may end up, this corner's kind of big, so I'll probably like cut the corner a little bit. Otherwise your corner's going to end up big and bulky. So it's like a little tuck and roll here and there. Corner, fold it a little bit more on the inside, and like so. Tied in there. I use a lot of pins at this stage because I don't like my eyeball measurements to move on me while I'm sewing. So, you can see here where it folded, there's a little bit right there. Not a big deal, at least to me. Some people may be more picky, but we'll just go around the rest of the quilt, put our edges on like that until we've completely gone around. Since I have enough pins, sometimes you can do the tops if you don't have enough pins, or the sides, but always go parallel. It's a little bit easier if you do parallel lines than you do just corners and all of that. So, okay, after you have all the pins in and all your stuff lined up, all you gotta do, run it through your machine, zip it up that way. I usually run mine as close to the edge as I can without actually going over the edge. Probably even less than 1/8 of an inch. And I pull it nice and straight where I can see my lines as it goes. You can see here, we've got a very small, I'm trying not to pull it too hard through there. Put it on its own. Just kind of keep it straight and tucked in as you go. Okay, now that we have our seams all sewed down on the edges, our binding, make sure we clip off any stray threads, and the quilt is done. Did it turn out good? Do you like the pattern? I think Jacob's Ladder may be one of my favorites, personally, as far as patterns go. As you can see where, right here, trace the lines. I think it turned out pretty cute myself. Now the next question is, where do we go from here? What would y'all like to see? Let me know in the comments.